Alright, we're back to Time Wasters again. It's just gonna show off, there's now a new type of victory you can do solo. We're not going to be trying that. It's also not available for everyone, see. But, Azarine was alright. Tesla AI was a little challenging. His weapon doesn't quite fire fast enough until you get to the super version of it, which even when all other weapons and pilots are completely locked off, still takes a bit to do. Though you are guaranteed that if any weapon upgrades show up on your level up screen, it's going to be something that drives you to getting super version of your weapon. And then I wasn't even sure I was gonna make it on this one. I did, but I couldn't tell how much HP I had left because I had just taken enough damage to trigger the invincibility, which does remove the HP numbers and just says invincible. But, yeah. And yeah, not everybody has it, like we already saw. Frankly, I think... I don't know if his super version does quite enough damage. We have been playing a lot of Doc though, so I think I'm gonna actually start as someone else. At this point we are super close to being done with all of the non-pilot tab upgrades. So we're just kind of looking to build some of the meta currency and get that done with so that all of our future meta currency can just go to pilots, especially if, you know, there's that one more slot on the pilot screen. So I'm kind of hoping there's going to be at least one more new pilot and weapon, and I think I want Plasma this run. Well, if I take Vermilion and get Fire, then bosses become trivial. To take, let's see here now, we need Azarine, Fireballs, and Chain Lightning. Doesn't seem too bad though. Oh, there was the elite. I didn't see him. Not exactly great only getting one, but... see, now the game's not gonna give me the people I need. Shop is going to need to be re-rolled if I can't actually get them on my actual level ups. Take some more. Yeah. Alright, there's Chain Lightning. We almost have our build done. We need Fireball and we need Azarine. Just that little bit of knockback on the 360 Nova paired with not even having Azarine on our Plasma. It's just enough. We're just building up the gold bug. Jerk stealing all of our levels. which I have 16, so I should probably take some of them. Alright, we've got our crew. Just need fireballs. See that the Space Cube planet's ready, but this one's so close, and we are going to need extra cubes. So, perfect. And there we have it, fireballs. Oh, you just chose the perfect place for me. I'm pretty sure I did another video, but if I haven't, I feel like whoever was sort of holding Fireball back when I made my second video has been addressed. So I don't mind taking Fireball as much. It's still, I mean, it really shines at taking down bosses. So if you have good area damage, go ahead and just snap that right up like as soon as you see it, because if you can deal with area, all these wave enemies, then Fireball is just, well, now I'm going to kill every boss. No problem. But it did get better at crowd control. I don't know what they did. I don't know if it's smarter targeting or something, or like something that they did that was to like, whatever they did to make it feel like the enemies that shoot at you are harder to deal with. They like behave more intelligently, and maybe that same type of code applied not just to those guys, but also to the way it chose targets for the fireballs. But even just starting our run now as Vermilion, it feels like it does a much better job. Should probably kill you. I've never had 28 levels before. one above always. Yeah, just like that. It's that easy. One interesting thing when you're doing the solo runs is you really start to notice how they, how much they keep enemy data about, you know, they're chasing you, and then, okay, we're teleporting them to the other side, they're going to come at you from the other side of the screen now. Becomes a little more apparent when you're having to constantly run away because you only have the one weapon and it's not enough to deal with everything that's coming at you. So just one fun little thing to note about doing solos. I'm probably not going to do them for any videos because they require intense focus, and I don't think I would be able to even commentate as little as I normally do, because I do recognize that it would be a better video if I could keep the conversation going a bit more, but like, there is a certain level of focus you need to not, you know, just run into stuff and die. And when you're doing solo, that amount of focus jumps through the roof. As opposed to this, where I'm just like, well, you know, I mentioned what I'm doing, and now we're just chilling because it's not my first video on this, and so I've already kind of explained and shown off a lot of what there is. I'm just still rather liking just exploring different builds and what works with what in what ways. Because, like, Vermilion actually isn't a great choice for this build other than for boss killing speed, because Tesla AI has nothing towards or against moving or standing still, but Rosanova and Azurine have things tied to boosting, and then Vermilion has a thing tied to not moving. About to go get that jerk. But yeah, here's where you can see the boss killing power just coming to the front. That was a multi-drop. Yeah. Just spending some levels here. Oh man, I haven't gotten a single fireball range. Alright, well, fireballs are lagging a little behind on getting to the super version. Well, that's fine. They're only really having them to make bosses all that much easier to kill. I really want to get, like, Azurine up real good. She is enough that if you can just keep the riffraff off of you, which, you know, Rosanova can do on her own, and then if you have Tesla with his, or Tesla AI, it's a really awkward name, but, yeah, with his Super Chain Lightning, once you have that, like, all the way maxed out, you know, those Chain Lightnings just go out and kill, like, 20 things. I suppose 20 things when they're not, like, successfully rolling, like, max splits and just, like, murdering an entire screen of enemies. Alright, so number of fireballs and range of fireballs have both been slightly neglected. We are even further behind on getting our super weapon than I realized, so I think I'm actually going to re-roll for it at the shop if it's not already showing. Fireballs. Now, it would be fun to take Corrosia and Vermilion together, because they would have a really good synergy. And they both have things that affect the gold magnet range. Corrosia's actually makes it start spinning around you like a hula hoop. And then Vermilion does have things that increase the range at which you pick stuff up at. Maybe even chain with Doc. I think he gets more grabbing range on stuff as well. Why are you saying there's a cube here? No, because there's a cube here. Yeah, getting those three together, and then we definitely need something with actual good range. So I'd say either like Tesla AI or Azurine or Raven. You might even do well with Luna and the Wolfpack. Oh man, it's almost off the screen. I don't even have all of the upgrades yet. It's going off the screen. I think technically the asteroids are still going to be the fastest XP once you get them upgraded in the power-ups tab. But I recognize that those little like space mines or whatever that are like very tanky do drop a lot more XP. But I think a lot of the asteroids are like 1 or 2 hit things, or even, you know, low damage, high area of effect things like Rainbow's little 360 Nova. So I think you actually, despite those, like this thing here, dropping more, I think the faster XP is still to hunt for asteroids, or just to, when you can, stay here with the bonus gold you get for being above this thing. I triggered that without actually doing it. That was a mistake. Definitely a mistake. How did I fly past that and not grab it? I'm gonna get attacked somewhere before. Yep. Well, that's ultimately fine, because I can take this out right quick. Now we have 15, so I can do 3 shoppings in a row. Actually, I can go in here and convert, and then start remembering to get stuff like block damage while boosting. I don't really care about getting the planet upgrades. No, I can do it here because it will get rid of it. We'll get rid of the one that has, I think, higher priority because it's not an overclock, but... Now, thanks to Vermilion, we actually have a ton of hull, because she upgrades hull on top of, having the shields regen when not moving. And we have more shield because Azurine and Tesla AI interact with shields. I think Rainbow also has hull, which is why it's 440 instead of like 340, I think would be if we just had one character that boosted hull. Because I think everybody adds like 100 hull. Because I think normally if I don't get anyone that boosts hull, it's I'm used to seeing 240 there. Although if I'm not taking hull damage, I usually don't even care to check. Wave 115, we're about to be at the final boss, boys. Let's get in one final shopping trip. You love to see it when the favorite weapon of your current build is available in the shop. Oh wow, they can take my shields down instantly. That, guess I didn't get enough shield overclocks. clearing out some of the trash. And yeah, with plasma you just completely overwhelm that. This phase, when you're doing these solo runs, is really hard. Now that, you know, we're past that not doing solo, this is just goodbye. Yep. Alright, so did I take hull damage at some point? I think I did. Anyways, they did add in this tracking. And it tells you how much you've done in the upgrade section. That's enough for us to get that. So now we won't see that when we're leveling. It will be straight to overclocks, and I don't think overclocks can even show up until you at least have all of your slots filled, if not, like, your weapons maybe even halfway leveled. Anyways, that was the progress for today. This has been more Time Wasters. See ya.